Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake. What's up?
It's late at night over there, isn't it? Sorry for messaging you so late.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got home late tonight, so I'm just getting ready for bed now.
Oh, okay. Do they have you working late over there? It's got to be hard on these business trips, huh?
It's not that they have me working late here. It's just that after work, my coworkers here make me go out drinking with them. They won't take no for an answer either. A lot of the people here in Prague are night owls. They never seem to sleep.
I have something to tell you. I got a call from the hospital earlier. They told me my dad died.
What? Your dad? It happened that suddenly? Oh, that's right. You told me he's been battling this disease for a while.
He started getting really sick last month. The doctors said they didn't know how long he had. They said there was a chance it could happen suddenly. We prepared for it as much as we could, but I just hoped it wouldn't happen while you were overseas on a business trip.
Well, your dad never wanted to see me anyway. He was probably waiting for me to go on this trip before he died, huh? I don't really know why, but your dad hated me, didn't he? He never wanted me to marry you, and he never liked the fact that I'm marrying you anyway.
Yeah, but my dad, how do I say it? He was hard to get along with. It wasn't just you. That's kind of how he acted towards everyone. He wasn't the nicest of people. I don't think he hated you.
Well, maybe not.
He was raised to think men should be strong and never show weakness. He probably didn't like that you were so kind. That's likely what got on his nerves.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to flatter me?
But I'm sure your kindness has helped way more people out than it's made people angry, especially in such sad times as this.
Of course, most people love me. So, what's going to happen with the funeral and things?
My relatives are going to help me call around and get everything ready. I'm going to have to help find a funeral home and pick out a coffin and a bunch of other things. The ground's too hard for a burial right now, so we have to make arrangements for that, too. Oh, I'm so busy right now, I don't have time to be sad.
I see. If I was back there with you, I'd help you out. Do you want me to come back?
Well, if you were here, it would definitely help me out, but even if you left right away, it takes about 14 hours by plane to get back here, right?
Yeah, about that long. And that's just the flight. I'd have to get to the airport and then wait for the flight. And I'd have to run it through my company to get my ticket changed or see if they'd buy me another one. I can't just up and leave without telling them. It's late, so the office is closed. I can't even ask them till tomorrow morning. No matter what, I wouldn't be able to get on a plane until tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, and once you arrived at the airport here, you'd still have to drive all the way back to my parents' house. I think by the time you made it here, we'd pretty much have everything done anyway. And your business trip is going to be over soon anyway. You're flying out the day after tomorrow anyway, aren't you? You'd be rushing around and causing everyone trouble just to save like 12 hours. So you might as well just stay there and finish it. I think that's probably the best option.
Are you sure? I mean, we're engaged. And I'm not even helping you out with this. What are your relatives going to think of me if I don't go to your dad's funeral?
Don't worry about that. I've already talked to them and explained your situation. They understand distance and time. Nobody expects you to rush back here for this. And besides, we're not married yet. Don't worry about what they'll think. You're technically not part of the family yet. Getting this funeral ready should be the family's job, not yours. It's not your responsibility, okay?
Okay, if you say so.
Everyone knows your circumstances. Nobody expects you to do something you can't. Don't worry.
Okay. In that case, I'll continue this business trip and I'll come back when I'm finished.
When the ground thaws, we'll have the burial and you can go with me to that. We'll place some flowers on his grave together. I think that'll be enough.
Okay, thanks. Don't burn yourself out getting this funeral and stuff done.
I'll try not to. And you, don't work too hard while you're away.
I just landed at the airport. Man, that flight was long. I was so bored. I watched the same movie twice.
Welcome back.
So, how's everything over there? Are things going smoothly?
Yeah, a lot of people came to the wake and the funeral. I was surprised. I thought my dad was hard to get along with, so it was strange to see all these people show up. What a lucky guy. I mean, to have that many people come to pay their respects.
If I would have shown up, I think your dad would have come back as a ghost and told me to get out.
Actually, I would have loved to see that. So yeah, there were no problems with the funeral, but we've still got a lot of things we have to do. It's crazy the number of things that you've got to get done when someone passes away. Not just the funeral, we have to notify the bank, close credit accounts, cancel his driver's license, get his will and talk to the lawyer, check insurance policies, cancel subscriptions. Oh, the list goes on. There's so many documents we have to fill out. So I'm going to have to stay here at my mom's place for a few more days and help her with all this stuff. Things are pretty hectic, but other family members are here to help us out.
It sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. I don't really know anything about all that stuff.
That's why I think I'm going to stay here and help Mom with everything. When you get back to the house, just take it easy. Don't worry about me. But when you've recovered from your business trip, I can count on you to do the housework for me, right? I left suddenly. The inside of the house probably looks like a disaster area.
Really? No problem. I'll make sure it's spick and span when you get back.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, by the way, how long do you think you'll be at your mom's house?
Probably another 3 days or so.
Really? 3 days? You won't be home any sooner than that, will you?
Well, I can't say for sure, but I've also got to get back for work, so I want to get home as soon as possible, but we really don't know how long it's going to take to get all this done. You don't need to know the exact date, do you? Is there something going on you need me there for?
No, I was just curious.
Really?
When you know when you're going to be back, let me know. I'll make sure to have dinner ready for you.
Oh, thanks. I'll talk to you later. What are you doing? When you see this, message me back.
Sorry, did you call me? I was out jogging. I didn't even notice. I'm taking a bath now. I'm soaking my muscles. It was quite a workout.
Jogging, huh? Did you get all sweaty?
Huh? I guess. It feels good to get out and do some exercise.
That's a good way to look at it, isn't it? Exercise. I'm sure you burned lots of calories. I guess any kind of exercise is a good way to relieve stress, huh?
Huh? Relieve stress. That's what the bath after is for. What are you talking about? You're acting a little strange.
Really? You're in the bath right now, right? By yourself?
Of course, that's what I said, isn't it? What's wrong?
Really? Okay, so is it alright if I join you?
Huh?
Huh? What is it? Is something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just, where are you right now?
What does it matter? We haven't seen each other for a while. I just thought it'd be nice if I joined you in the bath. It's okay, right? Just stay in the bath the way you are right now. Wait for me.
Actually, I was just about to get out. Sorry. Save the thought, though. Maybe another time. I'm getting out now.
Your mom and dad are coming in to get you.
What?
Do you want to know where I am? I'm standing outside the bathroom door right now. Your parents are here with me, too.
What? Is this some kind of a joke? You're still at your mom's house, aren't you? Stop trying to scare me. You're making it sound like a horror movie, waiting outside the bathroom as someone takes a bath. You know I don't like horror movies. Your joke isn't funny, that's just scary.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm not joking. And what's with this mini dress on the floor outside the bathroom door? You haven't started wearing women's clothes, have you? I wonder whose it is.
That's mine. It's mine.
What?
Honestly, I wanted to tell you, but I was embarrassed. Recently, I've kind of gotten into wearing women's clothing. What's the big deal? Who cares if a guy wants to wear a dress in his own house, right?
This is amazing.
Huh?
I didn't think that when a man is backed into a corner with no way out, this is how he starts to act. To me, what you're doing right now is scarier than any horror movie I've ever seen. Open the bathroom door right now.
No, it's embarrassing.
Just stop this. This little back and forth isn't fun anymore. I've heard everything that was going on in there. You and some woman I've never heard before. You seem to be having quite a good time.
What are you talking about? And anyway, why aren't you at your mom's house?
We had all the family members helping out, so we got done a little faster than I originally thought. And the weather forecast is calling for really bad weather tomorrow and the day after. So I wanted to get home before the storm hit. I tried to call you from my mom's house, but you never answered the phone. Then when I get home, I hear you and another woman upstairs. It was quite the unexpected surprise.
But then, why the heck are my parents here too? Did you call them to come here? What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't think I could deal with this all by myself, so I called them to come over and help me out. When I found out what you were doing, I was so overcome with anger. I thought the best way to keep me from doing anything I'd regret would be to get someone else over here. So I called your parents. Good thing they live close by, huh? They didn't believe me when I first told them what you were doing. Your mom was saying you were such a good person, you'd never cheat on me, and your dad agreed. So I told them to come over and see for themselves. So they did. And you guys are still in the bathroom. What the heck were you doing in there?
Well, I mean...
No, on second thoughts, don't tell me. If you told me, I think I'd throw up. Now your parents get to see exactly what kind of son they raised. Do you know what they're doing right now? Your dad is so angry his whole face is red. Your mom is beyond angry. She's actually crying in the other room right now. I can't really blame them.
Just hold on.
Anyway, this has gone on for far too long. It doesn't look like I can keep your father quiet much longer. I'm going to start the countdown to when he breaks down the bathroom door and drags you out. 5.
Hold on. Can we just talk about this like adults?
4.
At least give me a towel. There aren't any in here. We're naked.
3.
I'll tell you everything. Please. Why would you bring my parents into this? This has nothing to do with them. This is something you and I should be discussing alone. Hey, are you listening to me? Are you enjoying this? Is this fun for you? You're a horrible person, you bitch.
Because of that, I'm skipping 2. So 1.
Wait.
Huh?
I get it. I'm sorry. Your father died. You're going through a lot right now. And then I go off and cheat on you. I'm horrible, aren't I? But I had that long business trip where I couldn't see you. And then when I come back, I'm still by myself for a few more days because you were away. I was lonely. I haven't seen you in so long. I succumbed to my urges. Please, forgive me.
So you're saying that this is the first time you've cheated, and that girl means nothing to you? It was just a one-night stand?
Of course, that's right. It's obvious, isn't it?
But by the way, I called your company. They told me that there was no overseas business trip ever planned for you. Worse than that, they told me you had booked quite a few vacation days this month.
You called my company.
And this woman I've never met before, well, her passport is sitting here in the living room along with her suitcase. It's not hard to speculate what's going on with all this around here. Do you have an explanation for all this as well?
What is with that, huh?
That's not an answer, so 0.
Angie, I'm terribly sorry for all of this. I want to talk to you about what happened. Would you please come back to the house?
No way. You and your lover have been screwing around in that house for days now. I don't want to step foot in that place again. Until I find a new place to live, I'm going to be staying at my mom's house. So if you would, please send all my stuff to my mom's place. I expect you to pay for the shipping as well as the moving cost when I find a new place to live. I don't want to see your face ever again.
Are you saying you're breaking off our engagement? You've got to be kidding.
Of course I am. Are you stupid? Do you think I wouldn't? While I'm away at my dad's funeral, you're off sleeping with another woman? Then you bring her back to our house for even more fun. And you think I still want to marry you? And that whole thing about you being overseas on a business trip? More like a cheating on me trip. There's nothing you can say to me.
I just wanted to enjoy myself a little before I got married. I wanted this to be my last memory of single life.
Oh, is that all? Because I heard that you proposed to that lover of yours too. Don't you remember her yelling that at you after we got you out of the bathroom? She said you told her you were going to break up with me and marry her instead.
I can't help it. I love both of you.
What?
Why do I have to choose just one of you? Why do you guys have to fight about this? Why can't we all just get along? You need to calm down. I don't know why you're so hysterical about this. You need to be a little more understanding about things.
Pardon me, are you trying to justify what you did? You make me sick. Even if marrying two women was legal in this country, I wouldn't want anything to do with a guy like you. Let me just say this so there's no way you'll misunderstand me. I am absolutely breaking up with you. I am so glad I got to see what kind of man you really were before I married you. I'm so glad.
Hold on, it's not just about that. I've already told my boss and everyone at work that we're getting married. Do you know how embarrassing it'll be for me to tell them that the whole thing was called off?
Then why don't you just marry the other woman you're in love with? Or was she too embarrassed when your parents walked in on you and her naked together in the bathroom? Or when your fiancé walked in and started yelling at both of you? All I remember was her rushing to grab her things and running out the door. And while she was doing that, she was yelling at you even worse than I was. I think I recall her saying that she never wants to see you again either. But if you're really lucky, there's a chance she might come back to you. Maybe.
She hasn't answered her phone or returned my messages since she left.
Oh, well, maybe there's no hope then. At any rate, I finally understand why my dad was so against me marrying you. I always thought the reason he didn't like you was simply because my dad was hard to get along with. But I guess I was just thinking of the old him. It never crossed my mind that he might have seen something in you that I hadn't. But I see now that he was completely right about you. I can't believe I couldn't see it.
That's not it. If your dad would have approved of our marriage, we'd have been married already, and I wouldn't have been cheating on you.
Yeah. After this, I'll make sure to send a screenshot of your whole conversation to your parents. I need to let them know that you haven't learned your lesson and you still don't think you did anything wrong.
Hold on, you better not. They told me if I apologized to you from the bottom of my heart that they'd help me pay for your moving costs. If you send them that, I don't know what they'll do.
I don't remember you ever apologizing to me from the bottom of your heart.
What? That was the first message I sent to you. Scroll back up in the history and check.
Do I have to start another countdown? 5.
It was my fault. I'm sorry. I was completely in the wrong. I'm terribly sorry for what I did. So please don't send them this chat history.
You said that if my dad wasn't against our marriage, you wouldn't have cheated on me. You're basically blaming my dad for everything that happened.
But it's true, isn't it?
I wonder when you actually started cheating on me. You proposed to me 2 months ago, right? That means if you started cheating on me before then, what you're saying is a complete lie and you're just trying to place the blame on someone else. In fact, it would mean you're simply insulting my dad. So what do you think? If you tell me the truth right now, I might forgive you.
I started cheating on you just 2 weeks ago. It's so recent. Before then, I was 100% loyal to you. You were the only one I loved, I swear.
But your overseas business trip, your cheating on me trip, you told me about that 3 months ago, didn't you?
Was it that long ago?
4. 3.
Please, I'm serious, just wait. I don't want to pay your moving costs.
And I'm skipping to 0. After that, Carl had to pay my entire moving cost himself. That woman Carl was seeing was apparently so embarrassed about the whole situation that she completely vanished. Nobody knew where she went. After I dumped Carl, it was clear that he wanted to go running to his lover. But that plan completely failed too, seeing as he couldn't find her. Carl fell into despair, and in order to satisfy his lust, he took to going to bars and clubs nightly. After trying a bunch of different places, he found himself at one that was just a bit too shady. He got a bit too drunk and lost a couple bets to guys you don't want to owe money to. When he went to his parents to get the money he needed, they refused to help, saying he brought this on himself. Now he's working a second job to pay off his debt. That man never ceases to amaze me. As for me, now that I've finally moved to a new place, I've turned over a new leaf. I think I'm going to take a break from men for a little while. Just the other day, we had my father's burial. I stayed at his grave and told him all about what had happened. I felt I had to apologize for not listening to what was probably the best advice he'd ever given me. And the crazy thing is, I could have sworn I heard his voice saying, "I told you so," followed by the sound of his laugh. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.